Trying it again.
Hello,
Take two,
everyone.
take two, take two. All right, if you guys were a part of that whole deal, I have no clue what happened. I think maybe we experienced some kind of like cosmic storm or something like that.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. But now I know for a fact no one's on right this second. But possibly people might be logging in. So again, don't cuss.
Yeah.
Okay, we might be having kids watch right now. So if you can see us and hear us right now, we apologize for before. I don't know what happened. It just paused. That's maybe like the third time that this thing's ever messed up. So it's not that bad. But anyways, we will just chat it up until you guys come on. If you guys come on, when you guys come on, let's just do the quote of the day. The quote of the day is to be your own hero. All right. To be your own hero does not mean to like go out and dress like a superhero and like wear like pajamas like that. Um, okay, I'm here now. What's up, Connor Rush? Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. But yes, you want to be your own hero. All right, you want to be your own hero, and basically, again, like the one yesterday, it said define your Wait, no, wait. Define yourself. All right. This is sort of like that as well, where people might ask you like, who's your hero, and define what a hero actually is, though, real quick. A hero is someone that you look up to, so someone that you respect. You can be someone that you respect. A hero is someone that you want to, I guess, be like, and
Yeah.
if you start listing traits that you wanted to be, and you were all those traits, that would be a pretty accomplished life. So I think even if you aren't your own hero right now, you should at least want to become your own hero. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Would that be nice if like a second grader like answered like that when you're like, "Who's your hero?" And he's like, "Myself." But he like meant it and was like, "Because I look after people because of blah blah blah," and he said all these like really heroic traits. Or
Um.
would that still be kind of cocky?
I would say kind of like, even like your main hero probably would not even say themselves either.
Well,
Like.
well, I'm saying myself. All right, and this little girl right here with her fist up, she's saying herself too. So be your own hero. All right, let's start off with right away with where do I want to go? Let's go with the story of the day. See if everything's working. Let's check it out. Always act like the next game is the biggest, most important game of your life. Some may be irritated or baffled by you doing so, but the results will speak volumes once you've conditioned yourself accordingly. And then once you actually do reach an extremely important game, your experience will be your greatest advantage. All right, so for that one, man, like those games, like I've been in big games, and I remember like big games. I remember like specifically like my state championship game. I remember some huge games in front of like a ton of college coaches for high school. I remember my NCAA game. I only played one in the tournament, and it was like a huge arena that could fit like 50,000 people. It was crazy. Not 50,000, but like at least 20,000. It's huge, and every time that I was in those games, the ball felt so light and like I was hype, and I could like jump I was so much higher. It was like weird. Everything was just different. It wasn't like I was scared, but I was like so much energy was built up inside me that I was like, man, I would be so much better at this if I did this all the time. When I played at Madison Square Garden for one, that was another time, and it was like so much energy. It was just everything was just different. It wasn't like again, I wasn't like, oh no, I don't want to go out there. It was like, no, I was ready to play, but it was different. So that made it like kind of awkward. And let's say that I got really used to that. Well, that's what this is talking about. Every game is the biggest game. Every game is your biggest game. And it's about to be the game that's coming up next. And if you had a big, huge game on Saturday, what would you do this week? Would you party? Would you go out? Would you shoot like 300 shots a day? You know what I'm saying? So pretend like every game is the biggest game.
Yeah.
Also
Good
reminds me
advice.
of Rudy. The
Oh yeah, that's good.
when Rudy was in practice, and this says that people will be mad at you or like confused that you're doing it or whatever. Rudy's in practice, and the guy gets so mad at him. And he
Right.
like throws the ball and he goes, "Why you gotta act like everything's is the Super Bowl, man?" Like that. And then the coach is like, "You just summed up your whole career. If you guys played like he did, we would be great like that."
Yeah.
So could you play every game like it was the most important game of your life? Be kind of weird, right?
I mean, it'd be kind of weird. Yeah. I mean, I remember like when I took jam games seriously, the other team and even some of my teammates would look at me weird, like it's a jam game.
Oh man, my first high school game, my ninth grade year, I showed up at the gym to go drive to the other court, and we took like a van there, and it was like hours before the game, and I was already wearing my jersey and my warm up, and people were like rolling laughing at me. They're like, dude, we're not even at the gym yet. They were all wearing their jeans, and like I was like so ready for that game. I was like, what? You can't do that like that. And yeah, it was kind of, I don't know. I had scored 19, had 8 rebounds and 7 assists. I don't know what they were doing. So obviously I knew what I was up to. But yeah, I was super hyped. And I think I take every single game as if it's like the most important game ever. And you can attest to this. I'm a little too serious for the games, but I'm so much better now. I promise. Like when I first got back and I was playing adult league games in California, I would play all my pregame music. Anyone that was in the car with me had to be quiet. I was focused like that. I got there 2 hours before the game. It was crazy. I'm not like that anymore. So I'm better, but I'm still not quite cured, I suppose.
You forced me to be quiet the other day.
Yeah, I know, because you talk too much. All right. Anyways, all right, let's move on to our workout, just the main one, and then we're going to get to Bryson's movie right after that. We got fake behind the back. Fake behind the back. It's a where you trick the defender with a layup or of a fake pass. All right, and it's one dribble with the opposite foot, then you fake with the next step, and then you put together with the third step. All right, and it's a pretty smooth move. You don't like need to know how to do this, of course, but if you do know how to do it, I think it shows that you're an actual like good basketball player, because most good basketball players can definitely do this. All right, is my screen up? It is not up. I can put it up right now, but here we go. So fake behind the back, as presented by Gavin Dodge. Let's check it out.
This is a fake behind the back layup. So basically, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna be driving in. This is gonna be basically probably it'll be a 2-on-1 break. You say you're driving in from the right, you got your teammate on the left, and there's a defender in the middle defending the basket, and you're going in. You go like this, fake the behind the back, just so to move the defender away, thinking he's behind the back. Then you've got an easy layup, and this takes practice, and you're definitely not going to want to do this in a game until you've got it perfected. And if you do it again in a game and it doesn't work, then you're not in good shape. So dribble in.
Got him, and he made it.
Your eyes.
All right, so that's the fake behind the back. Thank you so much, Gavin. Is our field reporter out there? Thank you for joining us, Gavin. You're awesome. That was all live, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Gavin.
He's actually now like 6'5". Isn't that crazy? It's like a year ago.
Oh, really?
But his brother's been like 6'6" since like 5th grade. He never grew until late, which is like 7th grade. Anyways, so that's the fake behind the back. All right, so we have that for the elementary school. Then we have what is next? We got our 3 decision drill. For the 3 decision drill, all right. This one is. It's a drill that we do so we're not throwing the ball away on the wing. And I notice a lot of us just throw the ball away on the wing. Or we don't pass to on the wing if they're open. All right? And we don't seem to know the difference. And if someone dribbles at us, we don't know what to do then either. All right? And we don't know how to get open on the wing by stepping underneath the basket. So this exact drill cures all of that. All right? So for the 3 decision drill, it basically looks like this. All right? We have the point guard right here with the ball in his hands, okay? And then we have his person right there, and we have this person right there. Just those 3 people, all right? And then if we have any kind of cones out there or something like that, we'll have our cones be like right there and right. I'll make it the other cone. I'll make it a blue cone, all right? So we have 2 different cones and 2 different people, all right? 3 different people total, all right? So for the first one, the shooting guard steps underneath the basket, all right? The defender should follow him there, all right? Now, this defender right here will be the decision maker. This person decides what's going to happen. So they start on the outside, they step underneath the basket, and this person decides whether they stay here, follow them out, or follow them back and forth. All right. So if they stay there and the person starts to go, boom, you start to notice it. You as a point guard, you do not move. You just twist your feet, and then you pass the ball with your outside hand right to him. Easy enough, and he catches and shoots the ball. That's very, very simple. All right. The second decision is he can follow him to the second one. We will call this 2. That first one was 1. So we'll go like this, and then he'll follow him out. As he sees him following him out, now you're going to take a dribble out. You're going to take one dribble out like this as soon as they hit this cone, one dribble. And then if that person stays here, this person's cutting backdoor either way. On that, after that one dribble, you're going to throw a backdoor pass right there for a layup. All right. But the third option is, as they're coming out, you take one dribble to the side, and then now he goes back with him and guards him. Now you take that one dribble out, but then you continue, and then you shoot that jump shot. So those are the 3 decisions right there. And you want to be able to properly do all 3 decisions. All right, being on defense is easy, but offense as the passer and offense as the shooter. All right, that is the 3 decision drill. All right, next one. Pretty clear fake pass to me. Oh, pretty clean. Yes, clean. All right, Gavin, I think Gavin is growing every single day. We always made fun of how small he was, because his brother is always huge, his older brother. But his brother grew up way too fast, and Gavin's the better basketball player by far, because he didn't grow early. The Reddick chase drill. That's a drill that we do from the side, and again, you can watch the screen. All right, we'll have a coach do I have a coach in here? Is there a coach? Okay, the coach can be this guy right there. All right, so the coach has the ball in his hand. All right, and there's a person right here, and there's a player chasing him. All right, and we're gonna put him far back, kind of like cops and robbers. All right, and you guys can switch this distance up as you guys need it. But basically, you run from right here all the way to over here as he's chasing you. You pick up the ball, and then without taking a dribble, you just get a handoff, and then you shoot your shot as this guy's chasing you to try to block your shot. So the point is to try to sprint across as fast as you possibly can, catch it and stop on a dime and jump straight up and straight down, just like J.J. Redick. All right, and we do it from both sides. That's the Reddick chase drill. So it's just like cops and robbers, but it's with the jump shot, and we're going side to side. All right, are we still good with the sound? We are, okay. Next one, we got ankle breaker crossover. Am I on here talking about it? I'm not. But the ankle breaker crossover basically goes like this. All right, I'm gonna try to show them like this. Here we go. So I'm gonna be dribbling the ball side to side like this. I'm gonna tap my foot like this, and then I'm gonna extend like that. Okay, I'm gonna push out and then stop and then cross over like this. It's much better to explain in person, but basically we're teaching you a crossover step that Jason Williams used to do. White chocolate. He would exaggerate that step, but you want to raise your shoulders up when you step and go toward that way. You want to turn your shoulders in your eyes as you push out the ball, but then before the ball lands, you want to scoop the ball up and pass the ball the opposite way with this foot stepping that way as well. That was a hard explanation. No one's going to get that. That's impossible to get. We'll show you at practice. All right, next thing is penetrate and fill drill. All right, we've already talked about this one in terms of like rotating to spots, but now for the penetration and fill one, we are out here on the wing, and as this guy drives, all right, as this guy right here drives to the basket, like that, he penetrates. Everyone has their rotations. Like if there's a guy right here, he'll rotate up. If there's a guy right here, he'll rotate down, etc. But this back guy, he's filling. He's filling the spot that was left open by this point guard as he drove. And that's a penetration and fill drill. And you're just going to jump stop, pass the ball with the outside hand as you pivot. You're going to pivot with the hand or with the foot that will make you go away from the defense so that you're not going into the defender. So if you drive with your right hand, you're going to actually be pivoting toward that way because the ball's in your right hand, the defender's on your left side. So you keep the ball in your right hand, you keep it away from him. If you pivot with this side, front pivot, well, he's going to be getting the ball right in front of him. So you don't pivot away from him, which means whichever hand that you're dribbling with, the opposite hand will be making the pass, and the opposite foot will be stepping in that direction. All right. Last one is sprint, dribble, cone touch. All right. I do have this one in here. All right. Sprint, dribble, cone touch. I don't have that one in there either. What? All right. I had that one on Instagram though. But basically, you have the ball in your hand, and with the inside hand, you have a triangle of cones. You can dribble with the inside hand and push the ball up to the opposite cone. All right, to the cone straight in front of you, and then you're gonna retreat dribble with the same hand and look forward to the opposite cone. So there's 3 different cones. All right, you're gonna dribble forward, and then dribble back, and then you're gonna go cross in front of yourself, and then cross between the legs, and then repeat. Now you dribble forward with your right hand, then retreat, dribble back, and then cross between the legs. You want to make sure that you're low as possible with the crossovers so that you're rolling the ball. And on every single cross between the legs, every single cross, you want to touch the cone in front of you. So you're going to jump back, twist, and go cross, tap the cone. Cross, tap the cone. Cross between the legs, tap the cone, and then go. So it's pretty hard drill, but to make sure that you stay low, and you want to be able to accelerate within short distances. All right. Let's get to the movie of the day real quick because we have Bryson right here, and he is getting impatient, man. He's been waiting over there for a while. All right. Here you go, Bryce.
Okay. Movie time.
Oh, I forgot to change the movie. But it is basically still the same movie, though.
It's still in the same ballpark. Today's movie is Rocky Balboa. It's the last of the original Rocky movies. It's old man Rocky coming back from retirement, fighting his last fights against the new champion of the world. Was he the champion?
Yes, he was the champion of the world, and they had an ESPN thing about him.
Right.
No, before that they had an ESPN thing made a video game.
Yeah, they were like saying, oh, if we went back in time and we put these fighters like together, Rocky would still beat them.
Kind of like the whole Michael Jordan and LeBron thing.
Right, but then like when they set up this fight, they're like Rocky has no chance of winning.
Oh yeah,
old man Rocky has no chance of winning.
Well, the guy got mad.
Right.
And then he challenged him to like an actual like exhibition fight.
Right, because they found out Rocky was going to try fighting again for some reason.
But Rocky just wanted to fight old people.
Yeah.
Right?
He just wanted, and everyone's like, oh, what do you have to prove now?
Yeah, so this very, very young guy fought the old man Rocky, and he had to train, but he had to switch up his training routine because he could no longer do like hard things anymore. It was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting.
So
what would you rank like out of all the Rockies?
Rocky 5 is the worst.
Rocky 5 is the worst. I'll probably agree.
Okay, this one's probably like second worst, but like it's still good. The rest of the other ones are just really, really good. Like, maybe like Rocky 3 or 2, but you like 2.
I like 2.
Yeah. Anyway, how many stars?
Oh man, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I will say,
out of 50 stars, how many stars you got this for?
Oh my gosh,
it's a lot of pressure, man.
I will say, I won't say in the 40 range, but maybe high 30s, so 37.
37.5 stars, guys. You guys heard it. You heard it here, and that is Bryce's time. Thank you so much, Bryce.
All right.
What grade was that for?
Oh, that was
fifth day of the month. So it's the 5th grade movie of the day. If you're a 5th grader, watch that movie and do a movie report, please. All right. Thank you so much, Bryce Sharpley.
All right. See you guys.
All right. So
I'm still here.
You're out. All right. Let's move on. Thank you so much, Bryce. All right. We got the picture of the day. I'm pretty sure it's changed too, but let me check the homework real quick. All right. What kind of homework we got for everybody who's doing it? Rohit Dawes doing the dribbling dojo every day. Jake Aarons with the Nash drill. Oh, because you guys all did it at practice. We will do it again every single day this month, man. That stuff's hard. Rohit Dawes going off. Oh, I think he posted the same video over and over again. But still, it counts. It so counts. With the divine drill, everything else like that. Dang, not nearly as good as the last one. Oh, yeah. Not as good as the last one, man. So many less stars. All right, let's check the picture of the day. I'm not sure if it's here or not. It's not here, but I do have a video up for it, and it's actually going to be Steph Curry. All right, let me actually get it to you guys real quick. All right, we're here. And this is going to be Steph Curry. Steph Curry going for the foul draw. All right. That was going to be the picture of the day. And this is Steph Curry.
8 minutes gone by.
Trying to draw
Warriors on top by 4. Curry defending by a little off his.
Not this year.
Not this year. All right. Not this year. Not this year. They changed that rule finally. All right. It's been a strange year. I mean, a strange decade because players have figured out the rules and they've changed it on the refs, and now the refs have evolved their game as well. And that's a back and forth that like every sport goes through. It's like you start to figure out like things to get beyond the rules, and I'm really happy that they fixed this rule. So, but in the meantime, they have not fixed this one yet. You are allowed to box out as hard as you possibly can and go right towards someone. They haven't fixed that rule. So why don't you guys take advantage of the rules before they change them, please? All right, that's all I had to say about that. To show the other two, we got middle school. All right, one-on-one hurdles for losers, King's drill, chair duel, extended monoginobili layup, athletic finish, ladder to sidestep series. And we got our high school stuff is alley-oops, wall passes, deflected layup, zigzag sprint D, anchor layups, and then point blank layups. And then for the trivia today, we got which college endured the longest ever drought between appearances in the NCAA Division I's men's basketball tournament. Again, you can use Google. Which college endured the longest ever drought? Meaning that they did not go to the NCAA tournament. It was the longest drought in between years. All right. Oh man, the answer is they had to wait 66 years. By the way, 66 years in between. All right. Let me know if you know the answer. And I now know the answer. I did not know this answer before. Which college endured the longest drought? Talking about the high school. High school has alley-oops. We do it different ways to show you guys that. Then we have wall passes, deflect to layup, zigzag D, anchor layups, and then point blank layups. I mentioned that one. And then we have the story of the day. Again, just in case we didn't catch it, because I'm not sure if you guys saw that. I'm really not sure if you saw it, so I'm going to show it again.
Always act like the next game is the biggest, most important game of your life. Some may be irritated or baffled by you doing so, but the results will speak volumes once you've conditioned yourself accordingly. And then once you actually do reach an extremely important game, your experience will be your greatest advantage.
All right, so when's our next games? We have our next games coming this weekend. All right, where are we? For the game times, we have Saturday at 9 o'clock for the 1st through 5th grade. All right, 10 o'clock for the 7th through 9th grade. Then Sunday, we have 11 a.m. for the 7th through 9th grade. We have 12 p.m. for the 5th through 7th grade. Those are our games. And in terms of that, we have, is it Rutgers? It is not Rutgers. And in terms of our games, this is your next game. All right, so you want to do whatever you can to prepare for that next game. Like, this is the biggest game of your life. You have to think about it that way. And again, right after the game's over, it doesn't matter. But before the game, during the game, it means everything. So prepare for it as you would prepare for the biggest game in your life. You are messing around with your emotions, but that's just the way that it is. You have a minute and a half, by the way, more for the trivia. Good luck, good luck, good luck. So yes, pretend like the next games are the biggest games of your life. As for the, we also have been doing the, where am I? Oh, my videos. All right. We also been doing the boot camps. All right. And this is how the boot camps are looking these days right here. All right. Here are the boot camps. And join us for the boot camps if you haven't been. All right. Here's the boot camp. Here's how it looks these days. wish you would punk somebody, Connor Rush, as opposed to getting punked. You owe me a punk of someone, okay? You owe me. You have to knock someone down on a rebound and get a foul. You must get a foul. If you don't foul them, it doesn't count. All right, the referee must call a foul. You can even ask for a ref beforehand, yo, call this, okay? You must hit him with your forearm to the side on a rebound, and you must get a foul. Someone who didn't shoot the ball, all right? Hit him like that and get a foul, and then you're back in my good graces because someone just took the ball from you and punked you last game, and you walked away, all right? So no one got the trivia. The trivia question was this. Which college endured the longest ever drought between appearances in the NCAA tournament? The answer is the Crimson. Harvard Crimson had waited 66 years in between appearances in 1946 and 2012. They made 4 straight tournaments from 2012 to 2015. That was the answer. It's Harvard. Harvard. All right. Anyways, you guys, thanks for joining. Don't forget that the quote of the day is, be your own hero. All right, be your own hero. I'm on 2 cameras. Yes, be your own hero out there, guys. All right, you go for it. You be everything that you have to be. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. And I don't even know if I have music. Oh, I got some music. All right, see you guys. Peace.